everyone, to AHSAA TV Weekly. We are excited to speak with now Coach Daniel Cornutt from Glencoe High School and athlete Aiden McClantoc, who recently set a record. Guys, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Coach, first of all, let me go to you. Introduce us to this outstanding young man sitting next to you and tell the world what he's just accomplished.
So this is Aiden McClantoc. He is my center back. So it's kind of funny when we're playing at Jacksonville. Ball gets played. We're kind of playing a high line. Ball gets played through, and I think he's just clearing the ball to move it up the field. And I thought that's a great clearance. And then it just keeps going and keeps going. And it's like when the video is kind of what you've got, it's kind of far off, but it's like it just gets a little extra air and just keeps on going. And then it just takes the perfect bounce over the goal. And honestly, I was in disbelief. I was waiting on the ref to blow it dead. It didn't happen. There was something going on. And then the ref points to the center of a goal, and I see Ian going bananas. And everybody's going nuts. And I couldn't believe it. And, I never even thought about it being the longest goal. And it's a couple other teammates came up and said, I think that's one of the longest goals. And so we looked at it, and it was. But, man, when he hit it, I thought that's a great clearance just because they were in transition with it. He cleared it, and like I said, it just grew some wings and kept going.
Well, Coach, I think you just answered this question, but I was going to ask you, was this a designed play, or was this one of these once-in-a-lifetime, all the stars align kind of plays?
No, there is soccer players that can think, and then there's just other ones that can't. And Ian is you can't teach or coach or train the mind that he's got for the game. And so if you look real closely, they're about to make a run right up the middle on us. And we played, like I said, that really high line. If he don't clear that ball, that's a one-on-one with our goalie and potentially changes the whole game. When in turn, he clears it, gets it up the field, and it changes the game for us. And that right there gave us probably the momentum to go on and finish that game out, because it was about 10 minutes in the second half, and you could feel the wind getting under their sails. And I've always told the boys, let's do not give other teams hope. And, boy, he sucked the hope right out of them on that one. So.
Yeah, I guess that would. Ian, let me jump over to you. Like Coach said, this is something you can't teach or coach. So how did you do it? How did you kick that 65-yard goal?
So I know we've got our striker up top, and I've got the ball coming to me, and the Jacksonville guy was right with us. So we're running together to meet the ball at the same time. Right as I'm about to kick it, he goes in for a slide tackle to win it, because I'm just a little bit in front of him. And so I kick it extra hard, get away from him, and get out of the slide tackle. And I turn around to actually talk to my buddy. I'm like, dang, this kid almost got me. And he's actually the one that points out to me, and he's going crazy that, oh my gosh, that's going in. I turn around right as it goes in the goal. It's just a magical moment.
That is unbelievable. I understand that the previous record was 60 yards, and now your record is 65 yards. So at what point, after you made the goal, did you realize that you had broken a state record?
So at halftime, we come off the field, and everyone's talking about it. Just that's crazy. And one of my friends who had recently been checking state records for something else was like, I think that was really close. But in my mind, I'm like, well, that's far, but state record, I couldn't believe it. And then look up after the game, it's like 60 yards. I was about 60 yards. And once we got the video back, it's just so clear.
Well, Coach Cornutt, obviously Ian's achievement is an unbelievable personal achievement, personal record. But let's talk about your team. I know soccer is a team sport, and Ian's not there alone. So tell me about this year's team, and tell me, did this huge accomplishment for Ian maybe build some momentum for your team going forward?
Oh, absolutely. It's we're in a very tough area. I actually play probably going to be one of our toughest opponents tonight for area. Should set the scene for who makes it to the playoffs. So I'm hoping he knocks in about a 75-yarder tonight. So we're talking a different story. But it gave our team a boost. We've got a very special group, a lot of our kids. And what's crazy is Ian started as a senior or as a seventh grader on varsity. So a lot of these kids that are now juniors and seniors have been playing varsity since they were in 7th and 8th grade. And so now to see them mature and develop into these roles, and we've just got a special team. I think we're going to be able to do something special this year.
Well, Ian, obviously you've had a lot of success in soccer, starting on varsity as a 7th grader and now breaking the state record. We did a little research and we found out that the worldwide record was set by Englishman Tom King in 2021. I don't know if you know this, but the worldwide record is 104.99 yards. So, Ian, do you think you have a new goal? Are you going to go to break that world record now?
I might try it out a bit in practice, see if I can do it. Might add that move.
That's a boot right there.
Well, Ian, we will all be rooting for you. And Coach Cornutt, also to you, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We wish you guys the best going forward the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
And we'll be right back after this on AHSAA TV Weekly.